Remember how I was talking about using your stuff? Well, this is kind of a sister to that, as in this is all stuff that I used in 2016. In my last video, I asked if people wanted to see me doing my favorite like best of stuff in 2016 that I used like planner wise and whatever. And people said, okay. So I said, okay, so here you go. Okay. I've got 9 kind of different categories here, and I'm going to tell you about the thing that I love the most and the runner up to the thing that I love the most. And they're all kind of planner related. Yeah, mostly. The first category that I'm going to actually bring up is not planner related. It's art supply related, but I've used them a lot. Some of like either in my planner or related to my channel. And so I wanted to bring those up. And the runner up is my favorite glue stick. It's the Oohoo. This one. It rubs on blue. Yeah. And dries clear. I wish. No, this is great. It's got a really like good hold and yet still stays flexible. It doesn't get all like stiff and shitty, you know, like sometimes when you glue things together they get all stiff and janky. I use this a lot in like when I'm making inserts and things like that for my wallet and for my traveler's notebook that I'm working on to adhere things together. I like this better than double stick tape because it doesn't leave that bumpiness. Solid glue stick. My number one favorite art supply this year is actually a paintbrush, and I love this. I use this in my time-lapse videos and when I watercolor. It's just my all-purpose favorite paintbrush to use, and this is a number 6 round. It's stained from all the fucking bullshit. Paintbrush, and I got it from the specialty section at Michael's, and this is just a handy little all-purpose brush. You can practice lettering with this. You can use this for detail painting. You can use this for slightly bigger painting. It's just the most versatile brush that I own that I'm comfortable with. So next I want to talk about planner bags, and this is not my whipping post tote. That's my purse, and I love it, and it's my best friend, and I've had it for 2 years, and I'm gonna keep using it. I'm talking about like tote bags that I use to haul all my shit to like meetups. I use them in other areas of my life as well, and my runner up is my Go Wild. It says Go Home ? Or Go Wild. My Go Wild tote bag. It's big. It's handy. I love it. It's actually still full of swag I need to go through, and I haven't done a video on that even though it's been almost a year, but I just haven't had the chance yet. I might actually do one when we start leading up to talking about the next Go Wild, because I'm really excited about going to that, and maybe that would be a good thing to do. I don't know. This is my runner up, and the reason it's a runner up for me is because it's really big, and I have neck problems, so when I get a big bag, I want to load it up. I need to reduce the size of my bag so that I reduce the amount of shit I cram into it. And because that bag's so big, I can cram hella shit into it. And sometimes that's not so good for my back. The one I love the most is my Planner Addict tote that I got, I don't know, like months ago from Happy Nimbus Designs. It says Planner Addict. You can see how much I've used it because there's a fucking coffee stain on it and I haven't washed it yet because I've used it so much. I love to use this when I'm traveling with like my laptop, and I have my Wacom tablet stashed in here. I've used this to go to planner meetups. I've used this to go to freelance jobs. It's just, and like I was saying about the Go Wild tote, this one's just slightly smaller, so I can't cram it so full, so it helps in the non-destruction of my back. Whoop. Let's talk about tools. And no, I am not referring to Guy Fieri. My favorite tools in plannering, etc., they're probably not going to come as too much of a surprise. My runner up is actually my backdrop. Is this going to work at all? Can you hear me with my microphone? It's my backdrop that I use for my Instagram photos. If you ever wonder why it seems like so many people on Instagram have the same like wood table, it's not because we all have the same wood table. It's because we have these Instagram backdrops. Lift the curtain. Pay no attention to the Instagram backdrop behind the curtain. I got it from a shop on Etsy called Northern Drops, and I love it. And the only reason that it's not number 1 on my list is because the thing that is number 1 on my list is my favorite. And if you've watched my plan with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I did not find the old one, but I bought a new one. It is my Artist Loft angled palette knife. It's like $3-4. This is my second one because I lost my other one. I love it because it's a perfect to cut washi tape. It's my favorite washi cutting tool. I love it. And I don't think I've ever actually, even my old one, I've used it a few times for paint, but mostly it's for washi tape. I do not plan in my planner without this. And like the few weeks I didn't have this, I was sad. Which seems like a great segue into washi tape. So my runner-up favorite washi tape, and this is a specific tape, though I love pretty much all of the washi tapes that come with the Planner Society box. I do. I guess I could say Planner Society washi tape is my runner-up favorite for the year, but this roll in particular, it's my favorite kind of color scheme. It's so pretty, goes so well. It's this puppy. Can you see how pretty? I love it, and when it's out, I'm going to be sad, so I love it. It's one of my favorite tapes ever. Number one washi shop. And I'm not even going to name a specific tape because I just love all of the ones I have. And every time there's new releases, I'm buying them as much as I'm a cheap bastard. And these are more than I like to spend on anything, like any kind of, like I usually like to get washi tape on the cheap, but I will spend the money on these because I love them so much. And it's simply gilded. Here's just 3 of them you can see. Ooh. But I love her color palette is gorgeous. She uses a lot of foils, and she's able to have foiled washi that doesn't have the paper on it, so it peels right off and you don't have to mess with that backing, which I love. Everything about her washi tapes are beautiful. Her customer service is off the chain. It's like Christmas every time she releases new stuff because it's like, oh, that's so pretty. So yeah, I fucking love Irene's washi tape. This is my shit right here. I wasn't going to name my favorite sticker shop, mostly because I don't shop from a lot of sticker shops. I'm very stuck in my ways. Like I'm very much a creature of habit. So it's kind of like the same shit every time. It doesn't seem useful to name my favorite sticker shop, but I will tell you a couple, my favorite sticker specifically, and that I've used a shit ton this year. Runner up are these little flags from Planner Penny. I actually got these when she was still KG Planner, and I have several sheets of these. They say like Baldo and Payday. They're simple, and the colors work really well for me. And I don't even know if she makes these anymore because I've had these since before she rebranded. So hopefully she does. So I'm gonna need some more soon. This is like, I have 2 sheets left, and neither of them have a ton of stickers left. But my number one favorite sticker from 2016 is actually these to-do flags from Chrissy Ann Designs. They actually have my handwriting on them, but these cover up that little flag on the Erin Condren layout, like over the sidebar. And because I like to color coordinate the shit out of my layouts, these things to cover that, whoa, glare. These things to cover that up work exactly the way I want them to. And she actually, like, it looks like she fucked up because it's not kiss cut to the I don't know if you can see that there. Like, it's not cut to the flag. It leaves the white spot, right? It looks like a fuck up. It's not a fuck up. It's actually meant to cover the flag. That little white spot helps cover everything up. It's fucking genius. I love these things. I have sheets of these as well, and I reorder these. I'm going to need to reorder these relatively soon. You can see my favorite stickers of the year are hella functional, and that's because decorative stickers just aren't necessarily my jam, man. They're not my fucking jam. These are my jam. I don't pick the jams. The jams pick me. Planner subscriptions, I have participated in several, and the ones I've participated in they're all great. I did not order the new Erin Condren subscription thing because I was like, do I need more shit? I don't think I need more shit. And I've winnowed down some of the subscriptions I have. Ones that I really like, but I didn't find myself using all that much. But I've retained 2 that are my absolute favorites. The runner-up is the Station Stickers sticker. Can you fucking glare, dude? Station Stickers Sticker Club. Let's see if you can see this. Not the glare. $10 if you subscribe for 3 months at a time. It's $10 a packet. You get 5 sheets. I'll show you these, but a lot of them have been used. 5 sheets of stickers, and they're a mix of functional flags and decorative stickers, weekend banners, etc. She always incorporates a kind of foil every month, and each month it's a different like color of foil. Like it might be pink foil one month, or it might be green foil, or it might be silver, or whatever. And she always gives you a preview ahead of time of what foil the next month is going to be. She'll also sometimes include sticky notes, which is rad. I love sticky notes. But for $10, this is like a little pack of 5, like gorgeous, and I haven't had a single color palette that she sent that I haven't liked. They're not my number one. My number one, you probably, again, if you watch my videos, none of this is a fucking surprise, but my number one is the Planner Society. And the reason I love this is also the reason I know some people don't love this. Christy Tomlinson, the lady who does the Planner Society kit, has a massive like hard-on for florals, right? So you're always going to get florals in this box, and some people don't like floral explosion. I, on the other hand, could fucking wrap my body up in the floral explosion. I could give sweet kisses and make a steak dinner for the floral explosion. Like, that's how much I love the floral explosion. I would sit on the couch with the floral explosion and watch sports if it wanted to watch sports, even though I hate watching sports on TV. Like, that's how much I love the floral explosion. Like, she'll send like things from like bags, like this from the most recent kit, like bags that coordinate, to papers, to stickers, to stamps, to pens, to all the things. And it's all so pretty. And there has been plenty of things in the kits I haven't used. I'm not a puffy stickers fan, and you get puffy stickers from time to time. I don't necessarily understand the little wooden paper clips. Those aren't really my thing. But the stuff I do love, the papers, the stickers, the washi tape, all the little knickknacks, I love it. And it just makes me happy. Every time I get a box, I'm like, ooh, when I open it. But like I said, you better like florals, because otherwise this kit may not be for you. But if you do, prepare for a long romantic evening with your florals. One of the things that I do in my planner a lot is letter, and then I color in the letters, right? And I have 2 kind of markers that I'm loving on for coloring in my lettering in my planner. Like, I also like them outside of that. But when it comes to my planner specifically, I have my favorites that have been my favorites for a long time, and I have a new dark horse coming in that may this next year give my favorite a run for its money. And the one that might give my favorite a run for its money are these Zig brushables. I love these for a couple of reasons. For one, the colors are vibrant and glorious and beautiful. For 2, each one is dual tipped, and the dual tips are both brush tips, but it's a lighter color and then a darker color. So you are like, I love to do like a light color and then add a darker color as like a shadow. And this, you don't even have to think about it. This takes all the thought out of it. And I love being lazy. The brush itself really works for me. The texture of the tip is something I like. So I'm really enjoying this. And the reason that they did not overtake my number one is because this set has 24 colors, and this is all I have right now. And so it doesn't give me as much variety as I like to have, but that's not the fault of the markers. That's the fault of me not buying anymore. On the other hand, I do have the entire set of my favorite, which are the Tombow dual brush markers. These are my favorite markers to use in my planner. I don't letter in my planner with these generally, but I use them to color in. They're fun for lettering as well. In the context of planning, these are the ones I use to add color to my spread in my lettering. And because I have the full 96 count set, I have such an array of colors to choose from, and that's why these are my number one. But like I said, if I manage to get some more of these, if I buy more of these and increase my collection, these may overtake these next year. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's like a rumble that nobody cares about. So we're getting down to the final 2 categories, and second to last is my favorite planner pen. And I have a special award that goes to the Sakura Micro Perm 03. This pen I discovered this year on a recommendation from Kristen from Chrissy Ann Designs as something that writes really well on her like vinyl-y steel style. God, I suck today. Vinyl-y style stickers. Also, it writes really well on washi. So this is a special award as my pen that writes on those bitch-ass surfaces that don't take regular pens. For my favorite pen to use in my planner, my runner-up is the Pilot G2. And I was going to say the .38 because that was a recent favorite. But to be honest with you, The '07 has been my favorite for so long that I gotta give it to this guy instead. And by the way, I am Team Black ink. I love how smooth the gel ink flows from the Pilot G2. It just makes me super happy, and it's one of my favorite pens to write with in general. But in my planner for the last several months, I have switched over, and this is actually the wrong tip size. I grabbed the wrong one, but it's the Pigma Micron. I have used the '03, which is this one, but the '01 is actually the one that has been hardcore my favorite lately because it's so fine tipped. I can write a lot of information out and it still looks nice. I always thought they might bleed in my planner, but they don't. So I love them and they're my favorites. And I actually buy a lot of them now and they're a little more expensive than most pens. So yeah, expensive taste pen. It's not gel. It's like felt tip type pen, which has a different look to it. And I actually really like that some of the time. Though part of me now is looking at the G2 like, maybe I should go back to this for a couple weeks and see what I think. So you never know. I talk about my favorite planner of 2016. And this is not necessarily what I consider to be the best planner of 2016 because nobody can make that overall choice. They're different for everybody. For me, my best planners may not come as a surprise to you, or it might. My runner-up was gonna be the horizontal because I do love the horizontal. I think it is a lot of fun to letter in, and the Erin Condren horizontal. It's a lot of fun to letter in. The neutral especially offers like a beautiful like blank color palette. The horizontal makes me happy on a lot of levels, but it's not my runner-up because I can't plan my life in the horizontal. I can letter beautifully and make a beautiful spread to look at and to document what happened and make to-do lists. But when it comes to actually planning my life out, the horizontal just doesn't do it for me. I actually feel like almost more skittish when I plan in there. But I did, however, love the 6 months that I spent in my Inkwell Press Classic. I spent the first half of the year in this. You can see like the buildup of like washi tape and shit on the bottom. This planner served me well for the first 6 months of 2016. And I did some really beautiful spreads in it that I really love, you know? Very, very loved this planner. Very, very much loved this planner. Let me see if I can find another pretty one. Like, look at that one. Like, these were really pretty spreads. I really enjoyed them. My issues with this planner, there were a couple of issues I had and why it's not number one and why I switched. One of the reasons is I just can't with this cardboard cover. It fucking weirds me out. Like it's bent and it just, I don't know. Like the laminate gets on the Erin Condrens get kind of peely. However, you can change those. But this wood, it was just, I don't know, man. It just, I'm too rough, I guess. I also hate the way the paper sounds on this coil. Like it's like scree. Can you hear that in my microphone? Ew, I don't like that. And the paper in this edition was really porous, and I know that they've changed that, so that could be different. Overall, like as much as I loved planning in this, it couldn't be my number one. That's why I switched back to Erin Condren. My number one planner for 2016 was the Erin Condren Hourly Neutral. It's the one I've planned the most in since the year started back. Like you can see how much I've already planned in it by the washi tape and shit that's on top. You know, I'll go back and forth with the horizontal when I want some more creativity. And I know that the hourly, a lot of the times I ignore the hours on it. But the style of it just works really well for me. I love this. I love this planner. And I know that it's not the easiest to be super creative in. It's a little bit more straightforward, but it keeps my life together. And that's really what a planner is for. As much as I love making it pretty, keeping my life from turning into a fucking pile of steaming dog shit is really the point of these planners, and this planner has done great. I keep toying with testing out the vertical again because I used that for a whole year and I loved it. But for right now, the hourly is great, and for the looking on 2016, this is the planner I was the most happy with. So this is my number one planner for me for 2016. So yeah, after 85 years, you now know my favorite planner shit for the 2016. What was your favorite planner shit? Do you have something cool that you love that maybe I didn't mention or that you just want to let me know about? Because let me know in the comments. There's hella other shit I loved this year. But these things are just the ones that stand out, that I use the most, that I go back to time and again. None of them are like super flashy. They're all kind of boring, but like they're the things I love. So, you know, that's what's really important. You know what I mean? And then in the coming weeks, we will be going into Llama's Love Lettering Season 2, and we'll be talking about some other like goal setting shit and stuff that I'm doing for the new year. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time.